Welcome to After Dark at the Fix Stops Roundtable, featuring Katrina, Ness, Vanessa Collins, and Ted Ings. This episode is brought to you by BG Products, partners beyond products. And now for your hosts, Ted Ings, Vanessa Collins, and Katrina Ness.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Fix Stops Roundtable's After Dark show. Tonight, it is just the three of us, Vanessa Collins, Ted Ings, and I, and we are here to talk about our upcoming event at Northwood University, the Full Tank Automotive Camp.
Katrina, it's hard to believe it's almost here.
Yeah, I think it's just 2 weeks away now, so we're reaching that Fix Stops Family, Friends, and Alumni Day happening on Wednesday, June 26th.
That's right. And we're replaying this as well right before the event. So if you're coming in, Wednesday, June 26th is the date for the Full Tank Camp. And we are extremely excited. And Vanessa, we're excited that you're coming as well.
I know. I'm so excited. I just got the okay with my internship that I can make the trip to Northwood University in Midland, Michigan for June 26th, the Fix Stops Day. And I'm so pumped that I get to be there.
All right. Thank you for coming. Fred Forden, who's in the chat tonight, is going to be there as well. So I guess we're live, Vanessa, right?
We are. I can see the comments rolling in. There's Tony Owens.
Tony Owens is coming. Tony, glad that Mama is okay. We've been following everything that's been going on social media, so glad that she's fine. God bless her and you and your family. Tony, we're going to see you at Northwood. Sean Kingery is coming. He's in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Wow. He's a big Packers fan, so excited about that. And Northwood has been in the news this week, everybody. If I could, I saw something. Here it is. Big article that came out just about a day or so ago. Northwood University to build new $15 million facility for its automotive programs. Katrina, what do you know about this?
Yeah, so we got, I think, a big donation from Reynolds and Reynolds, correct? Yeah. And I think they give us $5 million to help pitch into this brand new building on campus that'll replace our current NADA building, which is where we have a hotel, a lot of our automotive classes, and also our auto show boardroom that Vanessa and I are both on the executive board for and meet there at least twice a week. So we're always in the NADA building. I don't know how it's going to look and how everything's going to go down when, they're constructing it all during when we need to be planning our show and meeting, but it'll all work out and we're excited for a new facility on campus.
Yep. And reading through the article, Vanessa, I see that it's got a name and it's going to be called the Center. What is it for?
Automotive and Mobility Studies.
Yeah. the CAMS program. And it's going to offer automotive marketing and management, automotive aftermarket professional training and certifications, and Vanessa master's programs in the automotive industry as well.
My goodness. That's new, Katrina, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not heard of masters being outside of DeVos. And as an automotive student, that'll be fun because I will be in that room when it's finished in 2026 or in that building. So
everybody, if you're not familiar with Northwood, it's in Midland, Michigan. It's in the, towards the northern part of the state. It's a beautiful campus. We want you to come up and join us again, Wednesday, the 26th of June at Northwood University. We're working now on the venue. We have some information to share with you, a preview tonight of what we're going to be doing there and how we're going to do it. It's not going to be our typical pop-up event because we're going to have a lot of extra talent. And Vanessa, those are the students, the future students, the high school students who are going to be there with us that week.
I know, all the way from 8th grade through just graduated high school. It's going to be super exciting, a lot of young talent, and hopefully they'll find their passion for the automotive industry at Northwood, just like Katrina and I did.
Yeah.
So this is the second time it's happening, second year in a row. LG and Katrina have been working hard to put all this together. Katrina, what's the thought process behind that 6-day full tank camp that, we're going to be sort of in the middle of on that Wednesday? How did that get put together?
The Full Tank campus for, like Vanessa said, high school students and just finished high school seniors. And the idea of the camp is to really, by the end of it, have the campers have some background knowledge of the automotive industry and see themselves in the future and maybe have an idea of what they want to do and where they want to head as their career. So that's pretty much what the camp is for. Fig Stops Day is going to be really fun. We're going to have a lot of guests come up that day from the Fig Stops Roundtable and other alumni and friends. So we're super excited for that, and it'll be a good time. We're going to have lots of fun.
And Dan Stockel's in the chat along with Sarah Van Tyne and others, reminding us that General Motors is the exclusive sponsor, I guess, for that full tank camp, Katrina, right?
Yes, they are. So they give a lot of money for us to put this camp on, and it makes the pricing very inexpensive for all different kids from all around the country to be able to come to this. Richard Lupo's son's coming. We have some people from California coming. A lot of fun, great students that I'm so excited to meet.
Yeah, as you mentioned, some of the Fixed Ops family are sending their children to the full tank camp. Richard Lupo is among them. He will be with us also on the Fixed Ops Day on that Wednesday. So what we're going to be doing a little bit differently, everybody, is, and again, Sean Kingery in the chat as well, we'll be doing our typical panels, if you will, but there's going to be a twist to that, okay? It's not just going to be the panels this time. It's going to be a whole lot more. Again, the panels, you've probably seen them before. This was taking in, this is in Sloan, right, Katrina?
Yes. Sloan Family Building for Aftermarket Studies, as it says right above the panel.
Okay, there we go. And, we are going to have 10 panels. We're going to have 5 in the morning that day, starting early. And we're going to have 5 at lunchtime. But in the middle, Katrina, you've been working very hard on a project to bring the students together with these interactive breakouts. And I thought we'd talk a little bit about that tonight because we have a couple special guests. We have a special coach, a Northwood graduate coming in, and some of the things we're going to be doing there. What's the thought process in the morning between 9:25 and I guess it's 11:45 a.m.?
Yeah, so we're trying to make it really engaging and learning at the same time, because I can speak for myself and for the younger generations when I say our attention spans are not very long, and we need to be like engaged constantly and be very interactive. So we're going to be doing these like little breakout sessions where they'll kind of be doing like mini case studies a little bit. They'll be given some like prompts, and then as a group they'll have to come together and kind of like figure out and discuss what the best possible answer is to these like thought-provoking questions. We'll throw in some, professionals from the automotive industry to work alongside them and be in their groups and help thought-provoke. So that's kind of what will be happening from 9:25 to 11:45, and hopefully they'll be super engaged and learn a lot.
So we're going to capture all of this, everybody, on the Fixed Ops Roundtable on video. Vanessa and Katrina will be there, and they'll be leading the discussion. And so we're going to break the students into the campers, if you will, into these small groups. What about the adults who are going to be there? The alumni, the camp counselors, the faculty, people from the roundtable. Can we get involved, with those groups and maybe learn from those groups as well?
Yeah, that's what we plan on doing a lot. A lot of the questions will be geared towards the automotive industry. So from like the adults' perspective, hearing the younger generation who really haven't even touched the automotive industry yet, a very much an outside perspective and a very youthful perspective will be interesting, I think, to hear what they have to say. And then, we plan on really engaging the adults and kind of integrating them within the campers. So they can network and build their brand and, talk to automotive industry professionals, and the automotive industry professionals that are coming up to visit can have a youthful experience and hopefully learn a lot from the kids as well.
Yeah. And we want to share some of those topics with you, everybody, that we're going to be talking about with these student and adult interactive breakouts. The first one with our coach who's coming in from out of town is going to be a leadership camp. And that's going to be about 30 minutes or so. And it's going to focus on problem solving and working together. So Vanessa, our coach that we have coming, I won't mention who it is yet by name, who's been before on the After Dark show on many roundtables as well, and is an automotive dealer and so on, is going to give us some problems to work on. And he's going to do that in the Stephen Covey fashion of the 7 habits of highly effective people. So he knows how to work with kids. He's a high school football coach for over 40 years, a winning coach. And Vanessa, I'm excited about that. It's going to be something brand new.
That is going to be amazing. It is so new, and I think that's going to be awesome. It's going to be a hit.
And now, Katrina, you've been talking about case studies or mini case studies. We came up with a couple topics. You actually came up with I think the ones that we're going to do because you thought those will resonate the most with this audience. Talk about the first one, marketing the dealership. What kind of information are we looking, from these groups and from these young people, during this event?
Yeah, just definitely new ideas. Like I said previously, kind of getting their perspective as the next generation, what they think good ways of marketing the dealerships are. I was sitting down in marketing today inside my dealership, and a woman from like the news outlet that my like marketing director works with came in, and she was selling some like marketing plans, and he was like, a lot of people think that, TV promotions and commercials are going away, which they are kind of, because a lot of people are switching to cable. And he was like, 70% of people don't usually even watch cable or pay attention to the commercials, but there's that 30% that do. And you still have to account for that 30%. And also he brought up a good point, as different generations kind of like to receive advertising. And the younger generations, it's definitely social media and stuff. But he made a good point saying my generation, like 19 to 25, aren't the ones being able to buy cars. Like, we don't even have enough money to do that. So he's saying market to the older generations for now and integrate marketing to the younger generations, because they're the ones that can still buy can buy cars as of now, while a lot of us are still, living under our parents or have our first car that we ever received. So it was interesting. So that's what I learned today from, me sitting inside of a dealership and just experiencing that kind of meeting and interaction between the third party and our marketing director. But I'm excited to kind of see what this next generation has to say, even if it won't really matter for another 10 years or 20 years.
I beg to differ on that. I think that with the younger generation, and a lot of the OEMs and a lot of the captive lenders at different programs, if you're a college graduate and you've got the degree, a lot of these captive lenders will extend credit, okay? Especially if you have a job offer or something in place. And I would think the earlier, you could get that buyer hooked on your brand, whatever brand that is, I think that would be a good thing, especially if that brand has different plateaus of vehicles, for, different stages in life, if you will. I think that's important, but certainly the other stuff works as well. Vanessa, what are you hearing I know you're early into the internship at CDK Global, but what do you think?
I am very early on my internship at CDK. I've been learning a lot of product marketing, which I have never been on that side of marketing. So it's super exciting for me. But as for marketing in the dealerships, I think that we will hear a bit of social media from the younger generations, because that is, of course, what they are using and what they have been using since early middle school, which is a very young age. But with that being said, I also think they are kind of desensitized to social media, and they don't oftentimes see content that really stops their scroll. So I think that they're actually going to come up with some really interesting and different ways to market. So like guerrilla marketing, stuff like that you don't see often, that grabs your attention. So yeah, I think that they're going to come up with some really cool stuff.
Another topic we're going to have is, and I like that a lot, Vanessa, is AI. And Katrina, what's the thought on putting AI out there? You're hearing about it everywhere now, in other industries as well.
I mean, it is everywhere, honestly. It's just growing and growing. The next thing you see on the news is a big change made to AI. So I think it's really only, gonna grow in the future, and it's helping us as of now, but you never know what tomorrow is gonna look like. So I am curious kind of where the future goes with AI. And the way we're gonna kind of prompt this question towards the campers is, how do you guys envision AI helping inside a dealership or inside the automotive industry as a whole? So with these new perspectives, I'm curious on what their previous knowledge kind of puts towards that question.
I spoke to one of our panelists today, Patrick Janes from Cox Automotive. V Auto is going to be there, and he was really intrigued with that AI. He wants to be a part of that
Yeah.
discussion. Because he said they have. I don't want to give anything away, but he said there's a lot of things afoot that are coming. Okay, in the automotive industry with AI, and he seemed to know a whole lot about what was coming, and he wants to be part of that discussion and hear what the younger generation has to say. That's going to be exciting, Katrina.
Yeah, it will be.
And there's a third topic, and I think this relates to everybody who's going to be there. It's attracting younger employees. Sarah Van Tyne, who's in the chat, looked at a recent NADA workforce study and said that Gen Z accounts for 43% of new dealership hires. 43%. And
I can see that.
how do we Vanessa, how do we attract them? So we're going to ask these students, what their thoughts are on working in the automotive industry. And I know, Vanessa, that may not be something that's on everybody's mind, right? They may not have thought of that as the first thing, but once they learn about it, things happen, right?
And who will know better than the younger generation themselves on what will, attract them to the automotive industry? I mean, the auto camp caught their attention, and you never know, it could open the door to an entire career for them in this amazing industry.
That's right. And Katrina, some people we know, right, who may not have thought about getting into automotive, are now considering it, Katrina. So
right, yeah. I mean, Vanessa's a perfect example right there.
I'm a walking example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you're saying is there's a chance now, right? There's a little bit of a chance.
I have
She's already in it
at an automotive company, and I'm going to the fixed stops. I think I'm very much in the automotive industry.
I agree. Yeah.
And everybody, in case you don't know, there are some big companies involved with Northwood who are going to be there that week and that day. And they were literally fighting over Vanessa, right? Who she's going to come work for, right? And one company got ahead of the others, okay? And the others are like, well, what did we do wrong? How do you come with us? So, you're very much in demand, Vanessa. That's got to be a good feeling.
I appreciate that. I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, it is a good feeling.
And I got to say, there are some companies who are not going to be there at Northwood. And I hate to say it, they're almost short-sighted, right? Like, okay, well, we're not going to make a sale today, okay? Or, by going there, you might actually, with all the networking, with all the people that are going to be there, but you're really planning for the future, the near future and the far future. That $5 million donation from that big company you just mentioned earlier, that doesn't happen by accident. They see a future at Northwood, Katrina, and I would imagine that many others do as well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's good to invest now, and it kind of puts the company's name out there because, all of the kids at Northwood are looking for places to work. And by having these great, partners inside of our automotive industry and them just being around at Northwood, it really fosters a good relationship and gets them young, talented people straight into their workforce.
Richard Lupo, I see you in the chat. Welcome, and we're going to look forward to seeing you there. Paul Elliott as well. Thank you for all you do for the industry. Katrina, what else is happening that week? Because you're taking the students to all different places. I heard, Mannheim, auto auction, other things. What else is in store?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to a couple different locations. We're taking tour buses down to local dealerships, to Mannheim. I think we're going to M1. I think we're going to Lincoln Felter, which is he's a amazing car collector. I don't know where he ranks in car collections, but he's in Metro Detroit, and he's been super involved with us in the auto show in the past. And he has an amazing collection in Brighton, Michigan. So I think we'll go down there. And then throughout the days, it's just a lot of learning and growing for the kids and having fun as well. So we're excited for that.
So exciting.
We're very excited. So everybody, if you don't have plans for Wednesday, June 26th, please come up to Midland, Michigan and join us at Northwood for Fixed Ops Day. It's going to start early. We're starting at 8 a.m. And a lot of the things we just described to you, the panels and the breakouts, we're going to do those in the morning, and we're going to get those done before 1 o'clock. And then there's some activities in the afternoon as well. But here it is, Fixed Ops Day, Northwood University, full tank auto camp. Very grateful to many of the companies who are coming. Automotive Warranty Network, Dynatron Software is going to be there. You guys remember our good friend Trevor, and that's really what got the conversation started with them and Les Silver and his company. So they are gung-ho on this thing, and there'll be many others there as well. So we want to thank CDK. We want to thank Cox Automotive. Epicor Software is coming up there. They're one of the big aftermarket companies, and their parts distribution last mile company is coming as well. So we're looking forward to seeing John Ward from that company as part of Epicor. So a lot of great people are going to be there, a lot of great conversations, and this is probably going to fill more than one pop-up, probably 2 pop-ups by the time we put all this together with the breakout sessions and everything else that's happening. I want to thank LG also, Katrina. He's really instrumental in, orchestrating all these this networking, if you will, that leads to all this.
Definitely. I mean, he's amazing when it comes to helping plan, and LG, he's good at answering his phone, but he's not the best, and he'll admit that. But these past months, he's been on it. Like, I shoot him a text and he's right back immediately. He's working his butt off trying to get this off the ground running for the 2nd year, and I'm happy to be alongside helping him, and it'll be good. We'll have a great time.
All right. Well, we're excited about it. And everybody, if you could join us on Wednesday, the 26th. Vanessa is coming in, special from Chicago. And boy, if nothing else, you get a chance to meet Vanessa and Katrina, who are going to be working the panels, working the breakouts, working with the students. That's going to be a big job, Katrina, corralling everybody and getting them, involved in all this.
Yeah, it will be. And we're excited to have so many familiar faces on campus, and to be able to interact with everyone in person and foster new relationships with the new campers as well.
And Vanessa, you get to meet Jean, my daughter. She's coming.
I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to meet Jean, meet everyone too, all of our Fixed Ops friends. It'll be such a great networking opportunity for us too.
And she's already asking me about the Summer Palooza, when she can start, with the social media and the ideas. So I think she's going to plan to sit down with both of you guys up there and, do a little brainstorming on what we can do for that. And everybody, if you're not aware, we do have a big event, Summer Palooza. It's coming up in September. It'll be here before we know it. It's going to be September 16th through the 19th. It'll be virtual. It's 4 days. Again, that's our theme, Summer Palooza, our 25th Fixed Ops Roundtable. You see Ed Roberts there, wow. Sean Kingery, Sarah, and Tully, and myself, and there'll be a whole bunch more. And we have already started working on that event. So a lot of great things ahead with that as well.
Our 25th, we have to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll have to do that in Northwood.
Yeah.
So excited about that. And all of our friends are going to be with us as well. So we'll celebrate with everybody, right, when they come.
Yeah.
So
perfect. A Summer Palooza celebration, right smack dab in the middle of summer.
There you go.
Well, everybody, want to thank you for joining us tonight for this brief preview, and look forward to seeing Katrina and Vanessa and all the great people at Northwood at the event coming up on the 26th. So on behalf of Vanessa Collins and Katrina Ness, I'm Ted Ings. We'll be back Monday night. We've got a great show planned for you. It's going to be on new owner clinics, and that stage was set about a week ago. So we have a great lineup for you on Monday, and we look forward to seeing you all then.
So excited. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.